Raised by my mom, pretty much. I lived with my dad until about 6 months before he died. Then he was just too sick, and then my mom took care of me. We went through a lot of hardship. In a way, you'd think it was hard, but we got really lucky. We had a lot of support. We had people around. I had mentors, and people when I used to get into trouble. Because actually, how I started, really, even before like the rendering and all that, how I really started painting was in tunnels and trains. Like I used to do. That was what I used to do. I used to leave the house with like 30 cans in my backpack, and I'd tell my mom, "No, Mom, it's okay. We're doing the legal wall today." And she'd be like, "You're so full of shit. You are not doing, the cans are shaking." And she said, "Do you have cans in there?" I'm like, I'd have to, I'd come home with paint all over my hands. But really, not really out in public, more like in the tunnels where you could sit there for like 8 to 10 hours and really work on a piece. And that's where I really, then I got arrested, and I was about to turn, I was like, what was I, like 15, and I got arrested, and then I was like, oh shit, I really want to be able to do this. So I built a wall in the apartment. I just built a wall, and I just would paint, and I would work with spray paint, and I would make these graffiti things, these pieces. I do sceneries, and I do like urban stuff, but then I really got into like some really intense color stuff and real like patterns. And I remember, all the people that I used to write with and stuff, they all used to, be about the name and about like this and that, and I was always like more into the colors and pattern. I never liked to outline the pieces. I remember that I used to outline it in this really big fat cap, so it was really vague and you couldn't see it. It was more about the cutting of the colors, and that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Those were fun days. I remember this one piece that I did. I have a picture of it somewhere, but I spent hours on this thing. It was one of the best ones I ever did. I didn't do a ton of them, but I did a fair amount. And I remember just working on it for like 8 or 10 hours, and there was this Greek deli, like right there, up. So you get out of the tunnel, you come up, and the freeway's there. It's like 85, and it used to be a hot spot. People used to go there all the time, and like I remember when I was done, I was starving. I hadn't eaten all day, and the piece I wrote, big old thing, "I'm hungry," with like 3 E's, and it's just like. That was a great deli. Oh my god, those sandwiches. Oh, probably because I was starving. I was starving. I love this area. I got all this shit back here, and what's so great is I can't make it look any worse. This is the back area where we're gonna throw. You got this, you got that, and we're just. But it's so because in my old studio, I had to work in the studio, but this it's not even. It's just a place where I can sit back here and with a hammer and a chisel and just
go there.
Yeah, and so yeah, so this is it. This is the sculpting area.
I'm sure you'll have lots of visitors. There's a little bird up above you.
Really?
On the roof at the
end. Is that
of
a blue jay?
Looks like a blue bird.
A blue bird? Yeah, the blue jays are bigger, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's this, yeah.
So, Michael, I'm going to wrap it up here because I only have like 2 minutes left.
Oh, all right.
Did you want to say any last thing? Or I just want to say thank you for, doing the interview in the first place. It was really great. Really appreciate you explaining everything and showing me your beautiful pieces.
Well, thanks. I'm honored. Really exciting. I'm not used to doing this kind of stuff, but it's fun, and I love doing it. It's, yeah. I don't really have anything to say. I just thanks for coming by, and awesome. It's just, yeah. No, it's just
Do you have any advice for anybody else? Any artists that are starting or anything like that? Or
advice?
Yeah, you don't like giving advice.
just freaking do it. Just get out there and don't compromise. And just if you're just starting out, just do what you feel is right. You don't have to work and connect yourself with some artists that you really like, and don't just feed off of them, but have them feed off of you too. It's more of an exchange. If you exchange and you meet if you meet them and you work with them. For me, what helped me was to be in a community of artists, because you pretty much lived together and you were there. You saw what they were doing, and so I would say if you're just starting out, hook up with some artists that you really like, and the juices will flow.